the comfort that is destroying your future. Most people think failure is their biggest enemy. It isn't. Failure hurts. Failure teaches. Failure forces you to grow. But comfort? Comfort slowly destroys your future without you even noticing. Comfort convinces you that tomorrow is a better day to start. Comfort whispers that one more day won't matter. Comfort tells you to stay where it's safe. And before you realize it, weeks become months. Months become years. And the life you dreamed about never arrives. The truth is that most people don't fail because they aren't talented. They fail because they become comfortable. Today, we're going to talk about the invisible trap that keeps millions of people stuck. And by the end of this message, you'll understand why comfort may be the very thing standing between you and the life you want. The trap of comfort. Comfort feels harmless. That's what makes it dangerous. Nobody wakes up one morning and decides to destroy their future. Nobody says, I want to waste my potential. I want to stay average. I want to look back 10 years from now filled with regret. It doesn't happen that way. Instead, it happens one small decision at a time. You choose to postpone the workout. You choose to delay the project. You choose to wait for motivation. You choose to stay where things feel familiar. And because nothing terrible happens immediately, you assume everything is fine. But comfort is like a slow-moving current. At first, you don't notice it. Then one day you look around and realize you've drifted far away from the person you wanted to become. The most dangerous thing about comfort is that it doesn't feel dangerous. It feels normal. It feels reasonable. It feels safe. But growth has never lived inside safety. Every meaningful transformation begins the moment you step outside what is familiar. The strongest version of yourself is not waiting inside your comfort zone. It's waiting beyond it. And every day you remain comfortable, you move one step further away from that version. Why your dreams are getting further away. Most people believe their dreams are disappearing because life is unfair, because they don't have enough time, because they don't have enough money, because they weren't given the same opportunities as everyone else. Sometimes those things are true, but often the real reason is much harder to accept. Your dreams aren't getting further away because they are impossible. They're getting further away because you're standing still. Every day you postpone action, the gap grows. Every day you delay that first step, the distance increases. The dream doesn't move. You do, or you don't. And that's the problem. Many people spend years consuming motivation, watching videos, reading books, making plans, creating goals, but they never fully commit. They confuse preparation with progress. They mistake intention for action, and slowly their dreams become something they talk about instead of something they pursue. Think about who you were 1 year ago. What goals did you have? What promises did you make to yourself? What did you swear you would change? Now ask yourself a difficult question. How much of it actually happened? Because time is always moving. The question is whether you're moving with it. Every day you avoid discomfort, your future becomes smaller. Not because you lack potential, but because potential means nothing without action. Dreams require movement. Growth requires movement. Transformation requires movement. And the longer you stay where you are, the harder it becomes to leave. That's why so many people wake up one day feeling trapped. Not because they failed, because they waited. The price you don't see. Every choice has a price. Most people understand the price of action. They understand that working hard is difficult. They understand that discipline is uncomfortable. They understand that growth requires sacrifice. But what they don't understand is the price of inaction. Because the price of inaction is invisible, at least at first. When you skip one workout, nothing happens. When you delay one opportunity, nothing happens. When you ignore one responsibility, nothing happens. And that's exactly why it's dangerous. The consequences don't arrive immediately. They arrive later. Months later. Years later. Sometimes decades later. One day you wake up and realize you're living a life you never intended to create. Not because of one terrible decision, but because of thousands of small comfortable ones. The price of comfort is rarely paid today. It's paid in the future. It's paid through missed opportunities, through unrealized potential, through regret, and perhaps the heaviest burden of all, knowing you were capable of more. Imagine meeting yourself 10 years from now. Would that future version thank you for the choices you're making today? Or would they ask why you waited so long? Why you kept postponing your growth? Why you settled for less than what you were capable of becoming? The truth is simple. Every comfortable decision carries a hidden cost, and eventually that bill comes due. The question is whether you'll pay it now through effort, or later through regret. The moment everything changes, there comes a moment in every person's life when they face a choice. Not a dramatic choice, not a life-changing event. A simple choice: stay comfortable or grow. Most people spend years waiting for a breakthrough. But breakthroughs rarely arrive the way people expect. They don't begin with massive success. They don't begin with confidence. They don't begin with certainty. They begin with a decision. The decision to act before you feel ready. The decision to move before you feel confident. The decision to continue when it would be easier to quit. That is the moment everything changes. Not when your circumstances change. Not when other people start believing in you. Not when life becomes easier. Everything changes the moment you stop negotiating with your excuses. The moment you stop asking how you feel and start asking what needs to be done. The moment you stop choosing comfort over growth. Because growth will always ask something from you. It will ask for effort. It will ask for patience. It will ask for discipline. And sometimes it will ask you to walk alone. But every step you take outside your comfort zone builds strength. Every challenge builds character. Every difficult decision builds confidence. Not the confidence that comes from success. The confidence that comes from keeping promises to yourself. And that confidence changes everything. Because once you prove to yourself that you can do hard things, the limits you once believed in begin to disappear. The future starts changing the moment you do. The truth is that comfort was never designed to help you grow. It was designed to keep you where you are. And if you're honest with yourself, you already know that. You know there are things you've been postponing, conversations you've been avoiding, goals you've been delaying, dreams you've been placing on hold, not because you can't do them, but because staying comfortable feels easier. The problem is that easy today often becomes regret tomorrow. And one day every person must answer the same question. Did I become the person I was capable of becoming? Or did I settle for what was comfortable? Your future is being written right now, not by your intentions, not by your wishes, not by your dreams, but by your actions. The life you want is not waiting on the other side of comfort. It's waiting on the other side of courage. So choose growth, choose discipline, choose action, choose the future version of yourself that is counting on the decisions you make today. Because years from now, you'll either be grateful that you started, or you'll wish you had. If this message spoke to you, subscribe and join us for episode 2. You are waiting for something that will never come, and that truth may change your life. Never forget, you're stronger than you think.